Hey guys, hi to all my super scientists that are tuning in right now. I missed my students. Now, if you were in my super scientist class, you've actually done this magic milk experiment quickly last week, but we're gonna go on more details today. But don't tell your siblings how it turns out, okay? So you may have printed the lab sheet, parents, for your kids to follow along. You can be doing this with them, or they can do it on their own depending on their age. I'll put this link in the comments when we're done, so if you haven't printed it, you might want to go back and do so. So our question today is, what happens to germs when soap touches them? And we're going to find out. But first, I want you to pause and I want you to fill out the what do I know section. What do you know about soap and germs? You can draw me a picture, you can write a sentence, or you can have your parents write for you while you talk about it. Come back in a second. All right, now that you're back, we're gonna talk about our plan. We had some supplies to gather, and you might be doing this with me, and if you are, great. If not, just watch what I'm doing. So you need a pie dish or an empty Tupperware container. You also need food coloring. I chose blue and orange today because they're gonna show up really well in our milk. You need some dish soap and a cup of milk, almost a cup. Basically, you're gonna wanna cover just the bottom of your pie pan. So if you don't have those supplies and you're doing this with me, go ahead and grab them. Before we get started, I want us to make a prediction. I'm going to pour some milk in the bottom of my pie pan, and it's just covering the bottom. I'm not covering it up to the lip of the pan. And I'm going to add a few drops of coloring right in the center. Some blue and some orange. And this is the part that your parents probably should be doing because you don't want to get coloring everywhere. So let's make a prediction or a guess. What do you think is going to happen when I put soap on my finger and then I put it in the middle of my pie pan? What do you think will happen? Pause, and I want you to either draw a picture or write down your guess or prediction. All right, come on back. I want us to see our results. So, what do you guys think is gonna happen when I put soap on my finger and put it in the middle of the pie dish? You can't answer, Beckett, you've done this in class. What do you think is gonna happen, Ryan? Do you think the colors will change, or do you think they'll stay right there? You think they'll stay right there? All right, let's see if he's right. Don't say. Hudson wants to see too. Okay, I'm putting some soap on my hand, and I'm gonna count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're moving. Now, what happens if I keep my finger in here longer? Are they continuing to spread out?
Yep.
Now, what happens if I start moving my finger around? I'm causing friction. Are they still moving apart?
Mm-hmm.
So we've been in here for about 15 seconds. We want to stay a little longer. The longer you stay, the more the fat and water in the milk spreads apart. The dish soap is separating the milk and the fat, so it's breaking it up. All right, let me take my finger out. Let's wipe off this food dye before I get it all over my outfit. So take a pause real quick, and I want you to draw or write your results right in this box, and then come back, and we're gonna talk a little bit more about it. Oh, Hudson's gonna talk about it too.